Let's see what this full moon in Capricorn has in store for us, for the collective. It falls on the 10th, by the way, July 10th. So yeah, let's see what we need to hear, what we need to know. We have the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles here. First two cards that come out. So I feel like we're being called to make a change. Or you know, like make a change to what we've been doing, or to do more than what we have done already, to be more than what we have already been. Yeah, it's sort of like the need to, like, we're being called, and like we're like, our intuition is nudging us, this part of ourselves that's really responsible, that makes the moves, that makes things happen. It's calling that part of ourselves to close out this cycle of rigidity. We have here the World card and the World card, trying to hide the boobs. The World card and the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, it's sort of like closing out a cycle of rigidity, or closing out and moving away, letting go of a comfort zone or something that we might have already established, that we're ready to move on to more from. I don't know if that made sense what I just said, but after that we have the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. So it's sort of like we're moving out of that rigidity and going towards more open-mindedness, and thinking about what is it that our hearts are really calling us to. After that is the Page of Wands. So it's like we're kind of tuning into that spark within us and see what it is that we have to work with, what it is that we need to move through to get to a place of joy, to get in touch more with that spark, with that inner child of ours. After that is the Three of Pentacles and the Moon card reversed. It's sort of like we are able to finally see what we're working with, what it is. Like, I don't know, some of us may even have something revealed to us, but for others it's sort of like we are clear on what it is that we want. We're clear on our boundaries of what it is that we want for ourselves, but also it's sort of like we're moving out of having like any sort of veil over us, you know, like it's sort of like everything is clear now. We clearly see what it is that we want, and we're seeing the components of what is making everything up, you know, like what are the condiments that are making this soup. But yeah, it's sort of like we're very clear, and we're going slow and steady. After the, I don't know if I showed, but after the Moon reverses the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So we're choosing clearly, we know our boundaries, we know what it is that we want, but we're also needing to expand on what it is that we want. So as we are moving through what wasn't clear to us before, we're gonna be encountering what has been kind of constricting our mindset. Like I said, it's sort of like we're moving on towards a more free, open mindset. And so yeah, it's sort of like we can have the opportunity now to see what it was that was constricting us, what it was that had us playing small. Because it's sort of like we are needing to dream bigger now, and we're needing to understand that we're meant for more. So we're moving on to connecting, dreaming, or meditating, okay, on what it is that the heart is calling us to do, what it is that that spark is calling us to do. So that requires us to move out of what, like I said, what has already been created. And it's important to not think that we were a failure if we didn't, if things just didn't go as we expected it to or how we wanted it to. It's best this time, through this time, to be proud of ourselves for what we have already gone through, what we have already created, and know that it's very fit for what life has in store for us in the future. It's everything is a learning process. Everything is fit for something to click in the future, you know, like everything is a learning process, and it's never about the destination, it's always about the journey. So yeah, it's sort of like we're seeing clearly what it is that maybe, I don't know, like, yeah, like I said, just blocking this joy that we're meant to live. Because after that Knight of Pentacles, we have the Four of Cups and then the Six of Cups. That Four of Cups is complete blindness. You see how this motherfucker is like looking at all this down here, but then magic is appearing and the bitch is still not aware. So and what is after that? Like I said, the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is representative of the joy, the childlikeness of ourselves, that joy to share and have that relationship with that joy in ourselves, how we share that joy, our relationship with the joy of our creations. And yeah, it's sort of like we're dispelling a lot of what society has told us, because it's like maybe you've worked hard on this one thing that just turned out to be a comfort zone or some sort of rigidity, and then you're realizing like, hold the fuck up, my heart is calling me for more, and here I am in this box. And yeah, if society's like telling us things like this and kind of building this box around us, or telling us that we need to build this box around us, we're not gonna really be aware of the things that were creating that box, you know, like the betrayal, the pain that society, or you know, the you need to do this and that, you can't do this and that, no. Sort of like we're needing to confront those things to be able to go towards this joy, be able to follow that spark that is calling to us. So yeah, it's sort of like we're opening up, we're needing to open up. At the end, the bottom of the deck here, we have the Ace of Cups, and at the bottom of the clarifying deck, we also have the Ace of Cups. There's a big opening, and we know what it is that we want to feel, but we are learning how to make it a reality. And we need to open up our minds, let go of that box, allow this new cycle to begin, allow that old cycle to end first. Because yeah, this is more about the work that is needed to be done to realize more of those dreams and make them a reality. So yeah, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, know that you're meant for more, and that it does require different parts of you that maybe you haven't encountered yet, but you need to let go of this old box to be free, to go towards freedom. So here's to freedom.